Sagittarius, so welcome to your bonus reading for June 2018. This is the what is blocking you from finding real love. Thought I'd do this reading because there's a lot of people that come to the website for readings on, why can't I find the perfect love affair? I've been involved with the X and X for, a long time, and it doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel good. What's stopping me from finding my soulmate, blah, blah, blah. So I thought I would do the bonus reading for that for this month. Okay, so we're using. You would use a different set of cards, but I've been traveling. I've been somewhere else for the last few nights, and I only had these decks with me. So we're using this as your advice card, the Healing with the Angels. We're using the Gilded Tarot for the main reading, and the small Hanson Roberts deck for your clarifiers. Alright, so with that being said, let's move some of these to the side here, and we'll do the advice card afterwards. And we're just going to shuffle right now, and we're just going to ask the universe. There we go. Universe Spirit, what's blocking Sagittarians from finding real love? What's blocking Sagittarius from finding real love? What's blocking Sagittarius from finding real love? What's blocking Sagittarius from finding real love? Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into three. 1, 2, and 3. Always having to check back on the monitor to make sure everything's showing okay. Because I'm not recording, I don't have my table to record from, so always got to make sure that everything I'm seeing is right. So this is what you're dealing with right now. This is who you are as a significator card, Sagittarius. We'll just push this up a little bit. This is what the challenge is for you, and this is the root cause. So this is what's caused the challenge. This is the recent past, how you've been feeling in the recent past. And this is the most likely thing that's blocking you from finding real love, okay? This is how you're going to be feeling in the immediate future. This is Sagittarius, now this is probably the most important part, this area here. Because this shows, I hope you guys can see that actually. It just looks like a little bit of it. Let me just bring down the, oh, there we go, right. Just bear with me a minute guys. I need to readjust this camera because I can't really see what's going on here. Just bear with me 1 second, sorry about this guys. Just try and bring that up a little bit there, there we go. I didn't mean to bring that in, so, well, yeah, maybe hang on a minute, let's just bring that out a little bit there. Yeah, I think that'll have to do, actually. Maybe if I try and adjust here as well. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, right. This is how your ex, or how, if you've got somebody around you and you're not particularly happy with them, this is how they see you. Or this could be an ex-lover here. This is your hopes, fears or desires for love. And this is now this area is probably the most important area here, because this is going to tell you how you're going to get rid of that blockage. The overall card, the last card is, well, how will Sagittarius, so I still don't like the way that looks. The overall area here is how Sagittarius is going to, just moving that like that, that's better. This area here is how Sagittarius is going to unleash that block. Alright, so how you're going to get rid of whatever the blockage is. So let's have a look. And the blockages for you guys finding real love can show in all sorts of areas, okay? So all around. But usually here. So this is how you're approaching your love lives at the moment. It's how you see love, how you approach it, how you feel about it. Usually also how you feel about yourself. Well, the Empress, and that's a real surprise because that's a really good card to get. You're approaching your love life through the eyes of the Empress, which is in terms of love and being kind and being nurturing and being sweet-natured and being loving and helpful. And it's good when you get, see, Empresses are tricky cards because sometimes, but she's not tricky in this position. She's very pure in this position. If she'd been your challenge position, it might be that you were overbearing as an Empress. Empresses in challenge positions can show people who are just too overly nurturing. They're just too, they're almost suffocating as people because they're mother cards. So they tend to, want to nurture and love and look after and cling to their children. But in this position here, how you approach love is as the Empress, which is really good, Sagittarius. So this is a good start for you guys. This is really telling me that how you guys are approaching your love lives is from a place of love, kindness, support, very nurturing as a person you are, Sagittarius. You have a lot of love to give here. You're coming from a place of warmth as well as this Empress. There's a great deal of warmth with you, a great deal of kindness with you. You're approaching love from a place of wanting to build a relationship, wanting to nurture it and wanting to tend to it, like you would in a garden. That's what the Empress does. The Empress has, in her life, she has a garden, and what she does is she tends to build that garden, plant seeds, plant flowers, you know, water the grass, mow the lawn, you know, plant trees. And what she wants is she wants to see a whole host of flowers and greenery and all of this. She wants to see an abundance of flowers around her. So this is, you know, about creating new life. So in terms of how you're approaching your love lives here, it's from a place of sensuality, sexuality. You know who you are. You should do with the Empress energy. You're ready to give new life. You're ready to give birth. You're ready to help relationships flourish and grow. It's a really lovely card for how you Sagittarians are apparently approaching life, and that's a good start. Now, as a result of that, what you should be experiencing right now around your love lives is, so what you're experiencing right now is the Six of Cups in the reverse. So it might be that if you're approaching your love lives from this perspective here, it might be as a result that what you're experiencing is a lack of change, because the Six of Cups reverse often can mean that you live in the past. So there's no changes here, there's no breakthrough. Things tend to stay stagnant. It's almost like Six of Cups reverse. There's two ways you can look at a Six of Cups reverse. You can look at it as a future card, so things in the future, or you can look at it as things buried in the past and things that haven't been dealt with. But what you're experiencing with the Six of Cups in the reverse is, I think as a result of that Empress energy, is something that has not been broken from the past. Because that's what the Six of Cups reversed is. Six of Cups reverse is where you live in the past. You've got rose-tinted glasses on. It might be that as a result of that, some of you guys, what you're experiencing is the blinkers. Maybe there's an illusion here with some of you guys. We'll see what that is about in a moment. What's influencing that? Well, it's the challenge position. Well, you've got funny cards, actually. It's Queen of Swords. So, the Queen of Swords is highly analytical. That's what she is. She can be hurt, and I think what's influencing it is hurt. But I'm very careful with the Queen of Swords, because in the upright she can be highly analytical, but she can also be, mostly you would consider her probably to be a very hurt woman. So what's influencing this energy here, the energy around you, which I think for some of you guys is living in the past, is because you have been hurt. So this is your first blockage area, the challenge, the Queen of Swords. I think that there's hurt here. And I think that the reason for that hurt, why everything is starting, is because I think that somebody with the Two of Wands, it might be you, Sagittarius, but I think it might be the person that you were with. I think this person was tackling two different people, because when you get the Two of Wands, sometimes somebody's, you know, got two different paths that they're going down. It might be they're seeing one person, you, and also somebody else with the Two of Wands. It might be that somebody had a decision to make between two different paths. It might be that you had a decision to make with the Two of Wands. So this might be a person here, the Two of Wands, and that might be while you're hurting and while you're clinging to the past. But you're approaching love through the eyes of the Empress. Love, care, support. And as a result that you're experiencing the Six of Cups, the inability to let go of the past. I think that you guys are finding it difficult to let go of the past because you've been hurting. And I think that you're hurting because somebody here had a decision to make between two paths, or that could be you. Now, what you've experienced in the recent past, Sagittarius, is death. Alright, this is an ending, this is a transformation, and I think that because if this is a recent thing, it might be that there was two different paths that somebody that you were with could have gone down, and it might be that as a result of that in the recent past, what you've experienced is the ending of this relationship. Right now, you are showing as being, as a significator card, the Seven of Coins, okay? So I think that some of you guys are waiting. I think that some of you guys right now are taking a step back and just taking stock of a situation with the Seven of Coins energy. I think that some of you guys are actually looking at the rewards or looking at the results that have come through all of the effort and hard work that you've put into a relationship. Excuse me, I didn't mean to yawn. It's just when you do these readings, you do tend to get very, very tired. The most likely outcome for what's blocking you, Sagittarius, is, well, you haven't released this situation, have you? Judgment, you're not facing up to the truth. Judgment reversed often means you're not facing up to the truth. There are situations that you really do need to tackle head on with Judgment reversed. And when you don't tackle these things with judgment in reverse, you tend to bury them and not face up to them. So I think the most likely outcome for what's stopping you, blocking you from finding real love, is that you guys are not facing up to the truth around an individual. Coming in, what you're going to experience, Five of Wands. So I think that this is inner turmoil for some of you guys. I think there's inner turmoil. I think there's worry. I think there's, you know, absolute with this Five of Wands, annoyance, anger for some of you guys with that Five of Wands energy. How does your ex see you? I think this might be an ex, and I think that this might be an ex that you're still holding on to. So how does the ex see you or feel about you? They see you as filled with love. They see you as somebody who's very giving. They see you as somebody who has a lot of romantic ideas. When you get the Knight of Cups card, this person wants to give love. They want to offer up love. They want to show their feelings to another person. They're very much a romantic individual. And I think your ex sees you as somebody who's very much a romantic, somebody who's very loving with this Knight of Cups energy showing here. I think that your ex sees you as somebody who is basically driven by the ideal of love with this Knight of Cups. He's a very romantic character. They might see you as somebody who's very kind of, who has a lot of kind of dreamy energy about you, about love. They see you probably as somebody who's quite a fantasist, or somebody who has a lot of fantasies concerning love. But I think that this person sees you as the ever the romantic with this Knight of Cups energy. I also think that this person sees you as somebody who's got a lot of love to give. What are your hopes or fears concerning your love lives? Well, I think that your fears are never being in love, rejection. Ace of Cups reverse means to be rejected in love. It means that maybe I'm never going to find someone who's going to love me, who's going to accept me for who I am. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse might mean that you'll never find love, because the Ace of Cups reverse represents when people leave us. Ace of Cups reverse represents when somebody's emotionally unavailable. Ace of Cups reverse means that unfulfilled potential. So for some of you guys, it might be your fear is, what if I never fulfill my destiny or fulfill my desire for love, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And the overall outcome, so this card here in the last card, this final one at the top here, this is what the advice is for how you find true love, how you rid yourself of blockages and find true love. Right, I think you've got to stand within your power here with the Emperor energy. I think that you have got to take control of your life, Sagittarius, and I think that you've also got to put those boundaries up, because the Emperor is all about taking control of one's life. Okay, it's all about standing strong, standing firm, and it's all about self-belief as well with this Emperor. The Emperor really is about taking control back, so it's saying that how you overcome these blockages, and it's, in a way, it's kind of a bit of a, for me, it's a bit of a crappy advice, because it's difficult if we can't get into how you do it. Because really all this is saying is just get a grip. The Emperor is just telling you to get a grip. Grow up. Grow some balls is what the Emperor is, you know. Man up is the Emperor card. Because the Emperor is someone who says, you know, take control. I mean, look at his hand. Can you see where his hand is? Can you see that hand there? Look. He's saying heal. Come here and heal to me. Bow to me. Oh, hail, old Caesar. He's got Caesar's little, you know, thing around the head. That wreath of gold around the head. It's like Caesar. So he's saying, all hail to Caesar, all hail to me. Bow down, bitches, basically, the Emperor. And so it's just really saying, you know, take control. This is like become a queen again. But let's get deeper into the Emperor. It's all about know your own value. What is your value? What is your value? Because you're living in the past here for some of you guys. You really are. You know, you approach your love life from a place of an Empress. So you approach your love life from, and I hope that some of you guys don't approach your love life from a place of just kind of like, well, I look good or I'm beautiful or whatever, because that's what Empresses can do as well. But you approach your love life from a place of being nurturing and being giving and being kind and being loving and being supportive, which is what the Empress really is. Now, as a result of that, what you're experiencing is the Six of Cups, living in the past. Alright, so it's almost like you're still holding on to the past here through these feelings. Because you've been hurt. The challenge is, and this is what's influencing you holding on to the past, the Queen of Swords. You've been hurt, but also somebody cut you out, Queen of Swords. And the root issue is that somebody here had a decision to make between two paths, in which you experienced the ending of the relationship because the person chose the other path. Now you guys as a significator card are showing us the Seven of Coins. Taking a step back, taking stock, evaluating all of the hard work and effort that you put into this relationship, whether it's going to bear fruit. But the most likely outcome for what's blocking you is you're not seeing the truth, or you won't face up to the truth with the Judgment card reverse. Coming in, I'm seeing internal, annoyance with this Five of Wands. I'm seeing being pissed off, feeling very frustrated and tense. Your ex, or whoever it is that hurt you, well, they see you as a Knight of Cups, somebody who's very giving, loving, somebody who's the romantic. Your fears are the Ace of Cups. Well, what if I never find love? What if I never feel the potential of love? What if I find lovers then they leave me? What if I keep meeting someone who's emotionally unavailable? What if I become the person that cannot give love any longer? Ace of Cups reverse. And the universe says, well, how are you going to overcome these obstacles with the Emperor energies? Knowing your own value, knowing that you're in control. Set your own boundaries against what you want. Let's get some clarifiers on this, Sagittarius. Just checking out the time. I really want to try and keep this reading down if we can. In two cards, first card to tell me the situation, second card why. Why is Sagittarius approaching love through the eyes of the Empress? Why is Sagittarius approaching love through the eyes of the Empress? Show me. Right, I think that you are clinging with the Four of Coins. I think that you're clinging to a King of Pentacles. Four of Coins can mean many things in love. Few explanations for the King of Pentacles. Selfishness, somebody who's possessive, somebody who's cruel and unkind. The other word for the Four of Coins is somebody who's clingy. I think that you guys are clinging to possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, doesn't have to be. Or you're clinging to a person who represented the epitome of what you thought a lover should be. Successful, good looking, for some of you guys tall perhaps. Doesn't have to be the King of Pentacles though. Tall, dark, handsome lover maybe. But not just that. I don't think it's the superficial. I think it's just that you're clinging to a person who meant a great deal to you. This person possibly was the type that you wanted to marry or you thought you would have children with. And I think that you're approaching love through the eyes of the Empress because you're approaching love, your love life right now through the eyes of somebody who's perhaps, going to nurture a relationship. So some of you guys might still feel that you're going to nurture a relationship. You're going to build it, you're going to nurture it, you're going to work on it because you're clinging to this King of Pentacles. Now, as a result of that, I've got this card down as you guys living in the past right now. And what's this Six of Cups in the reverse about? What's this Six of Cups in the reverse about in two cards? Well, the High Priestess and the Three of Cups. Well, I think it's all about you guys being, what's the word? Feeling detached from a group, feeling detached from a relationship, a partnership. Or somebody who detached themselves from the partnership. The High Priestess can also show detachment. Sometimes this is like gossip as well, with the Three of Cups being gossip and the High Priestess is something that's secret. But I don't think it's that at all, because I'm asking why are you living in the past? Now, you're living in the past because I think that you have been... somebody detached themselves from the relationship. I wouldn't read this High Priestess as being you, Sagittarius. You could have been dealing with a Pisces individual, for example. It could have been a Pisces or an Earth sign individual. But I think that somebody detached themselves. Somebody went cold turkey. Somebody ghosted you as well. Ghosted you from the partnership. So somebody left. The High Priestess in the upright can definitely show somebody leaving because they're detaching themselves. They're very neutral about this as well. Somebody's neutral about a partnership. So it might be that you're clinging to a King of Pentacles, and as a result of that you're living in the past with the Six of Cups energy. And I think this King of Pentacles is the one that either ghosted you or they're very detached themselves very much from this partnership with that Three of Cups. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because of the Two of Wands. So I'm putting this card down as somebody chose to take another path. And what's this Two of Wands about? Or had a decision between two paths. What's this Two of Wands about in two cards, please? Well, Sagittarius could be you, the Queen of Wands. So the two paths could have been you, the Queen of Wands, energy here, and a new plan, the Ace of Swords. So I think that somebody had a decision to make. And I think that decision was between you, showing as the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. So the decision was this King of Pentacles here said to him or herself, said, look, should I stick with Sagittarius or should I start working on this new plan of action? Okay, and we've got this King of Wands looking here, can you see? So this King of Wands, can you see how he's thinking about this new plan of action? So this person had a decision to make, and I think it was this King of Pentacles here. I think it was, the plan was, should I stay with Sagittarius, or should I, King of Wands, aka King of Pentacles, choose this new idea that I'm looking to go for? I'm just going to ask what this new idea was. Okay, and it might have been the new idea was the Knight of Cups and the, I think part of this idea was that this person thought they had nothing to give you. Now look, somebody might look at that and think, well, they're giving to others. Six of Coins can mean somebody who's playing the field, and the Knight of Cups is giving. However, look how the Knight of Cups looks into his cup. He's got nothing in it. This is why I like the Handsome Roberts deck, because you can look at these pictures and you can explain them in an amalgamation of ways. Look how he looks down at the cup, guys. He's got nothing in that cup, and he's looking down at the cup and he's thinking, fuck, what's in the cup? There's nothing there. If you get this combination, sometimes on the Handsome Roberts deck, the combination can actually mean that you've given everything you've got and you've got nothing left. I've been this person as well. A few weeks ago I did reading on myself, and it showed me giving a load of stuff out, and so much so that I had nothing left for myself to give. And it was true. This here though says, I've got nothing. Knight of Cups looking into the cup, it's empty. I've got nothing to give. So this person is saying, should I stay with Sagittarius or should I formulate a new plan? Because I've really got nothing to give to the Queen of Wands. I've got nothing to give to Sagittarius. Okay, I've got nothing to give. And I'd probably be happier, the Sun, moving on with the Chariot. So I think that this person formulated a plan. I think the reason that everything is happening is that this person had a decision to make, this King of Pentacles. And I think that plan was, they said, should I stay with Queen of Wands, or should I be focusing on this new idea I've got? Because I've got nothing to give to Sagittarius, and maybe I'd be happier just moving on with the Chariot. And I think that what's influenced the situation now is that you guys have been left deeply hurt with the Queen of Swords. And what's this Queen of Swords about? What's this hurt about? Oh shit, sorry. And what's this hurt about that Sagittarius is experiencing? What's this hurt about? Well, there, this person wasn't committed. The Ace of Coins reversed. Okay, this person wasn't committed to your relationship, the Six of Cups. The Ace of Coins reversed in a love reading is non-commitment. So this person was not committed to your relationship, to the connection, to the supposed soulmate connection that you guys were meant to have. And as a result of that, you guys are clinging to the past. Because I think that this person here, for some of you guys, this person might even still be around. You know, I think that for some of you, this person probably definitely is around. They either ghosted you in this connection, so they either left or distanced themselves with that High Priestess energy from this commitment, from the connection that you guys had, from the partnership, or this person with the High Priestess is completely nonchalant. They're very neutral about it, to the point where they just don't seem to care. Now, in the recent past, you guys have experienced death. And what's death about? What's the death about in the recent past for Sagittarius in 2 cards or more? Well, this person's looked in a new direction here. This person's turned their back. Can you see? The Page of Coins has got something to offer to the Three of Wands, but they're not looking at it. This person's looked outside of this relationship. They've looked outside of you. They're not looking at what you have to offer. So you've experienced a transformation. You've experienced a transformation in the recent past, or an ending in the recent past from this person, because this person's not looking at what you have to offer anymore. Page of Pentacles being the offer, because it's got a pentacle holding out the ace. It's holding out the potential for commitment, and the Three of Wands is saying, actually, I've no interest in that. I'm not looking at what you have to offer to me. And you guys right now, Sagittarius, are showing us the Seven of Coins. So taking a step back and evaluating whether there's going to be any fruit born from this situation. What's this Seven of Coins about? What's this Seven of Coins about? I think you're also looking at all the hard work that you've put into this situation. Well, it's about you guys being upset. The Nine of Swords. You're upset by the Empress. I think that you're upset that growth in this relationship has stalled with the Knight of Coins. Because Knight of Coins moves very slowly. This is growth in a relationship, and this is upset. I think that you're upset that growth within this relationship is stalled. So I think that you're taking a step back and you're assessing the relationship. And this is all about you feeling upset that your growth, and the growth of the Empress would be what you've gained here, has really stalled with the Knight of Coins energy showing here. Now, as a result of that, what's blocking you from truly finding real love, Sagittarius, is the Judgment card. You're not facing up to reality here. What's Judgment reversed about? What's Judgment reversed about? The Magician. I think the Magician is the King of Pentacles. Aka, King of Wands. I think you've not faced up to reality, and the reality is what you're not facing up to is that this person has every intention as that Magician to start again. Okay? And this person really wants to communicate with you, this Page of Wands, that it's over with the Five of Swords. I think some of you guys already have this person still around you. If you don't, then it's something that happened here. If the person's already ghosted you here, then you're not facing up to the truth and you're still living in the past. You're not facing up to the truth that this person had every intention as that Magician to start a new path with the Fool, and they wanted to communicate with you that it was over with the Five of Swords, they were done. Coming in, you guys are going to be feeling the Five of Wands, frustrated. What's this Five of Wands about? What's this Five of Wands about? Well, the Ten of Swords. Feeling betrayed. Feeling hurt is the Ten of Swords by somebody's words or in text or something like that. So I think that you guys are going to feel frustrated and upset and a lot of tension with that Five of Wands, because I think that you guys are going to feel a great deal of betrayal through a text that you'll receive with that Page of Swords. Okay. And this person will probably tell you that they felt the abuse in this relationship, perhaps. The devil can be abuse in this relationship. Or the chains or the bondage in this relationship is what caused the ending with the death energy. So I think that this person is going to tell you. They're going to tell you, well, look, I'm telling you the truth now, that I just feel so in bondage by this relationship. The problem, the toxicity of the relationship with that devil and the Two of Cups is what caused the ending of this relationship. Now, this person thinks of you in a nice way. They think of you as being the Knight of Cups. And what's this Knight of Cups about? What's this Knight of Cups about? Wow, the Five of Cups. Well, you feel upset by this person playing you. You've got the Knight of Rods being the player, and the Five of Cups is somebody who's upset and disappointed. So they see you as being the Knight of Cups. Somebody who is ready to give love. Somebody who is ready to accept love. Somebody who is ever the romantic. Because I think that they know that you're sick of players. You're tired of having players come in and out of your life. You're ready for love. You know exactly what it is you want. Your fears will be the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And what's this Ace of Cups reversed about? What's this Ace of Cups reversed about? Well, tiredness, the Seven of Coins and the Seven of Cups. I feel that your fears are the Ace of Cups, that you're never going to find someone to love, because this is all about you growing tired of having to look or trying to find other options with the Seven of Cups energy. So it's almost like with the Ace of Cups, you say, well, I'm really scared that I'm always going to be looking for love, that I'm never going to find true love, because I'm really tired of looking at different options, of trying to find the right person. In which I can be confident enough to work on. To work together, in which our confidence in each other with this strength energy means that we can work on building a relationship. I think you're tired. I think some of you guys are feeling, well, what if I never find true love? Because I'm really tired of looking for, with that Seven of Cups, different people, looking at different options in which I can find a strong relationship with the strength energy, in which I can start building, this strength, this strong relationship in which we can start building something, building a home. The Four of Wands. Seven of Coins and that Four of Wands, building a home, building a life together. You're looking for someone that you can build a life with, but you've had no luck for some of you guys and you're tired of it. How you're going to overcome this obstacle to find true love is about standing in your power as the Emperor energy, taking your control back with the Emperor energy, only having relationships on your terms, putting those boundaries up. What's this Emperor about in 2 cards? 2 or more cards. What's the Emperor about in 2 or more cards for Sagittarius? Well, the Ace of Cups. This is all about love. You got the Queen and King of Swords here. I don't think this is about detaching yourself. King of Swords can be a detached character. But I think it's all about finding love with someone who's sensible and intelligent with that King of Swords energy showing there. Because King of Swords is really sensible and intelligent and clever and smart. It's all about new love, but the new love could be with the King of Swords. So it's almost saying that how you're going to, I think how you're going to unblock, actually this isn't you, the Emperor, in the outcome, this is the person. It says how you're going to unblock yourself from and find real love is through a person. It's going to be an Emperor. You're going to find what you want. You are actually Sagittarius going to find that person. Of course, the Emperor is the person. It's showing me the person. Showing here. And I think that this person, when they come in, this is about you finding true love with the King of Swords. And their King of Swords is the Emperor. This is somebody who's really smart, really mature. Somebody who you're going to find it easier to build a relationship with rather than the other people or the other person that you've been with. This person that you were with couldn't commit to you, but this person will in the overall outcome. It's funny because this overall outcome is saying it's not necessarily you that's going to unblock yourself and find real love. It's actually going to be a person that's going to help you to do that. It's a lovely reading. We're going to get it again. How do you find real love? How do you, what's blocking you from finding real love? Well, you guys are showing as the Empress, and I think that you are still, you're showing as approaching your love life as an Empress from a place of nurturing and care and kindness. But that's all because you're still clinging to this King of Pentacles. And the reason that everything is happening is because this King of Pentacles decided that he or she had to make a decision between 2 paths. Now, those 2 paths were either stay with Sagittarius, Queen of Wands, or do I look towards the King of Wands looking towards the Ace of Swords? Do I look towards taking this new idea, building on this new idea or plan of action that I've got? Because, where did that come from? Because I've got nothing to give. This Knight of Cups looking into the empty cup. I've got nothing to give. 6 of Coins is give. I've got nothing to give to Sagittarius. And maybe I'd be better off with the Sun energy just looking elsewhere with the Chariot or pursuing something else. Moving away or whatever it is. And in the recent past, you guys experienced an ending because this person turned their back. The 3 of Rods. For some of you guys, it could have been an engagement, the Page of Coins. This person could have turned their back on an engagement or turned their back on the potential to build on this relationship with you. Or turn their back on what you had to offer as the Page of Coins. Now, as a significator card, Sagittarius, you guys are taking a step back and looking at what it is that you built on in this relationship. What it is that you planted in the relationship and how far, you know, what results you actually got from this relationship. And it's all because you've been worried, upset, that growing this relationship has probably stalled, come to a little bit of a stall, come to a little bit of a stop with that Knight of Coins. Your challenge is the Queen of Swords. Alright? And I think the challenge really is that not only are you hurt, but this person cuts you off emotionally. Because they didn't want to invest Ace of Coins in the reverse in, you know, this relationship with the 6 of Cups. They didn't want to commit to the relationship, the soulmate, the connection of the relationship. And therefore, what you guys are experiencing is living in the past. Because this person's either ghosted you, ghosted themselves out of this partnership, or this person's completely kind of oblivious to it. And therefore, what's blocking you from finding real love is that you're not facing up to the truth with the Judgment energy reverse, that this person's intentions with the Magician were to start a new path in which they wanted to really communicate with you that it was over with that Page of Wands and the Five of Swords. Now, coming in, what will happen is some of you guys are going to be feeling really quite angry and frustrated because you're going to be feeling let down with that Ten of Swords, that this person has sent you an email or a text message that this toxic, or what they call to be a toxic relationship, really needs to be over with the Death card. And it's funny because this person sees you as the Knight of Cups, somebody who wants love, somebody who's ready to give everything that they've got for love, because you're tired of having players. So this person uses this area really as an excuse to extricate themselves from you, to be perfectly honest. They use everything and anything that they can. They'll turn around and say everything is your fault, Sagittarius, when it's not, because really they're the ones that have the problem. Your hopes, or well, it's your fears, never to find love with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, because you're so tired of looking for a strong relationship with that Strength card, in which you can start to build with the Three of Coins a home, a marriage, a long-lasting union. The overall outcome says, well, what will unblock you and help you to find real love? It's going to be a person, an Empress showing up here. This will be somebody who is strong, they're firm, they're intelligent, they're mature, they're protective, and it's being clarified by you being in a new relationship, finding love with the King of Swords. So this might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, or it could be an Aries individual. But you're going to find true love with somebody who's a damn sight more mature and honest. King of Swords is an honest and fair person as well. So this should be a very honest and a very fair individual as well. Okay, so yeah, you're going to find what's going to help you to find real love is a person. In this case, it will be a person that's going to help you, okay? Alright, that is your reading. Let's have a quick look at your advice card through the Healing with the Angels. What's the advice that you have for Sagittarius? What's the advice that you have for Sagittarius on this reading? Show me. It's telling you that you've got freedom. You now have the freedom to move, to find your heart's desires, okay? Okay, it's also saying that you'll have freedom, and your freedom is in music. So find freedom in music to bring you harmony, because new love is going to manifest for you. Can you see that? It's saying find the freedom in music to bring you harmony. So whilst you are trying to find some form of balance within your own life, I feel, Sagittarians, then really what it's saying is turn to music or turn to meditation to find harmony, because new love is going to manifest for you with those two cards showing there. Okay, so you're going to have new love coming, and it's going to be supportive. It's going to be supportive, and it's going to bring you serenity. All right, they're beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay, and you've got the Romance and Soulmate card as well. So we're going to go through those advice cards again. The universe is saying in your advice for this reading, Sagittarius, freedom, find your freedom in music. It's going to bring you harmony. So even if you go through a tough time by yourself in this situation, find the freedom to listen to music, listen to meditation, because it's going to bring you harmony. Because new love is going to manifest for you guys, okay? You've got the new love card. It's going to manifest for you guys, okay? And you're going to find support in this new love and serenity. And this romance, this new romance is going to be your soulmate. Alright, so the next person that you meet, well, I don't know whether it's going to be the next person, but you'll know this person when you see them, because they're really going to bring you that peace of mind, that relaxation. Okay? Alright, they're also going to bring you a sense of feeling balanced in terms of your ideas and your inspiration as well. Alright, so this person is just going to help you on a huge amount of ways. They'll be very unlike this King of Pentacles, Aka King of Wands energy. They really are going to be so much different. This person will be fair. He or she will be fair, balanced, honest, protective, kind, loving and mature. So how are you going to unblock those blockages to finding real love? It's going to be a person that's going to help you to do that. They're going to help you see just how wonderful you actually are. Alright, that is your reading, Sag. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Speak soon. Take care. Bye-bye.